Kidmissing TV. Today we're going to talk about the case of Amy Mihaljevic. Amy disappeared from Bay Village, Ohio at the age of 10 on October 27, 1989. She received a call from a man claiming to be a friend of her mother's. He told her he wanted to take her to buy her mother a gift because he said her mother got a promotion. And he also stated that he would let her pick out something for herself. Amy told her friends about this at school, and she went to the Bay Village strip mall to meet him after school. Apparently, other girls had gotten similar calls from presumably the same man, and she was the one that accepted. One of them even told her older sister, and her older sister said, "Don't you dare." So, that's unfortunate. Amy's earthly remains were found on February 8, 1990. They were found on the side of County Road 1181 in Ashland County. Near her were a sheet and a curtain made from a sheet. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture of that. I may be able to find it in editing. If I do, it'll be there. That was made pretty well, and it was made with tabs rather than just a rod pocket. I would think that would be slightly more difficult. If somebody recognizes the curtain as something they made or something their mother made or their sister made, it may be helpful. She was apparently wrapped in the sheet and the curtain at one point. And we know this because her dog's hairs were found on them. And some unidentified fibers. There were also unidentified fibers found on Amy. Amy had been redressed. There was blood inside her underpants indicating sexual assault. Her abductor apparently fed her because Amy had her last meal was soy-based. I don't know if it was a fake burger, fake hot dog, or some kind of Chinese food, or what the heck it was, but it was soy-based. It might have been even soy-based chicken, again, fake. She had, the fibers that were on her were yellow and gold. And they think that they may have found the car. They found a white car with a gold interior. I don't know whether anything came from that, but the man who drove it became a suspect. Unfortunately, they don't have much to connect the suspect to Amy, but they do have mitochondrial DNA from the suspect. Now, mitochondrial DNA is DNA passed unchanged from mother to child, and so on. So if they ever arrested someone from that man's maternal line and they took his DNA, they'd get a hit. So mitochondrial DNA is not the best for criminal cases because your mitochondrial DNA is the same as your mother's, the same as your sister's, the same as your aunt's. We think of it as the female DNA because it comes down from the mother, but males actually have mitochondrial DNA as well. Y DNA is different. Only males have Y DNA. Females do not have Y DNA because we do not have a Y chromosome. Males have both an X and a Y. We have two X's. We get an X chromosome from our father and an X chromosome from our mother. So, therefore, we do not have Y DNA, and that's purely male. But they didn't have Y DNA, which would certainly narrow things a little better. Although it's still passed father to son, unchanged. So you still have the same issues. She had been stabbed multiple times. And as I mentioned, likely raped. Her killer took her earrings. They were little turquoise horse heads. He also apparently took her book bag, which had a binder in it, a Buick advertising binder, and a school book, I believe, and her boots, her riding boots. In 2006, it came out that several young girls that's when it came out, that what I mentioned earlier about other girls getting the calls. I wish it would have come out sooner. Amy's case was the biggest search in Ohio history since that of Beverly Potts. Unfortunately, my interview with the author of the book about Beverly Potts was deleted by Blog Talk Radio. So, I can't post it and tell you to see it, but, well, you can go. No, you can't do that either, because they completely deleted it. You know, even if... I don't understand why they would delete. Even if they say, okay, you're not a paid person, so you can only download or this many, or you can only listen to, they can be listened to, but they can't be downloaded, then I could direct you to Blog Talk. But they don't even make them listenable. So it sucks. But Beverly went missing in 1951 anyway. Amy's mom died a few years later from lupus and alcoholism. Basically, she died of a broken heart. Amy's father is still searching. Her brother Jason is still searching. Her best friend and her best friend's mom are still searching. Also, I was supposed to have on my show the author of the book about Amy. Amy Mihaljevic, My Search for Her Killer, James Renner. You also would have seen him on like Eerie Murders, talking about the case. He kept flaking out on me, so there's no show for that either, unfortunately. I'm not going to beg him, you know. He had the opportunity a couple of times. He just wasn't interested. So, because he got into the Maura Murray case after a while. But what I found interesting about him in reading the book, because I did read the book and I highly recommend it, is that his interest in the case was very similar to my interest in the case of Sarah Breyer. He was 9 years old, 11 years old. Just as I was 11 years old when Sarah disappeared. Sarah was 9. We both saw their little faces on the TV, and it made an impression on both of us. And I could really relate to that in his book. It's how this got started. So, it's one of the reasons I truly enjoyed it. The book names several of his own suspects, which I will not name. Amy has a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to her killer from the FBI. There has been a big tip According to a sworn affidavit from a Bay Village detective, the woman told police at the time of Amy's disappearance the man and his former girlfriend lived less than a half mile from the shopping center where Mihaljevic was last seen alive, talking to an unidentified man. In the affidavit, police said the man worked in Bay Village at the time and had family living there, including a niece in the same grade as Mihaljevic. Maybe that's how Amy trusted him. And the woman said it was unlike him to disappear and not come home overnight, which he did at that time. He actually called her at 10 o'clock that night and asked her about the abduction, which is really strange. And she had been with her boyfriend to Ashland County, to the area where Amy's remains had been found on numerous occasions. And this is where the gold fibers come in, because his car had it's an Oldsmobile and it says a tan interior, but a tan interior, particularly if it's a cloth interior, can have little flecks of gold or yellow. I've seen that. That's not unusual. And matter of fact, an FBI agent actually saw the Oldsmobile going through the intersection where Amy's body was found. News 5, one of their news channels in Cleveland, because the nearest big city to Bay Village is Cleveland. It's about 20 minutes away. For those of you who follow my channel, you know that I follow a lot of storage unit buyers, and one of them is Second Sense. They're in Cleveland. Another one is What the Hills. They're out of Worcester, which is about an hour away from Bay Village. So, just to give you sort of an idea of the area, we're talking about right up on Lake Erie. In November 2019, days after the 30th anniversary, the detectives wrote the man in question walked into the Bay Village Police Department and talked to the investigators over the course of 2 days. Now, I don't know, okay, there was a sworn affidavit, and saying that he made very suspicious statements. Again, he hasn't been arrested or anything, so, and they're not saying his name. They also got a search warrant but they're not saying what they took from the man. Again, the man's former girlfriend is the one that brought him forward, as mentioned. This case has more twists and turns than a tornado. Again, if you want to know more, I will link James Renner's blog about Amy in the links, because I think it's important. You hear out all the suspects, and I'm not about to name someone that hasn't been named in the media, because I really don't feel like getting sued. Next time on Kidmissing TV, we will be talking about the case of William Majewski. I'm sorry. William was a little boy who disappeared. I have it right here. I'll tell you when. William disappeared at age 8 in 1991, Pennsylvania. I like cases I sink my teeth into. I want to thank you guys for listening. I went over my analytics and it's amazing. I'm getting hundreds of views. You know, what I don't understand, and maybe somebody can explain it in the comments, why people aren't taking that millisecond to hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't want all notifications, customize your notifications. I don't know. I apologize for that. Why people don't subscribe if they watch. Oh. The video. Sorry. I try to do that. It helps channels. Clicking the like button helps channels. So please, if you enjoy my content, hit the like button. I mean, well, yeah, hit the like button too, but hit that subscribe, please. It's right below the video in red. And if you hit the bell, like I said, you can customize. Or you can say, I forget what the third option is. Or you can do all. So, it's up to you. Now, I haven't fooled around with customize too much. I think that will allow you to say, I only want Kidmissing radio uploads, or I only to be notified for that, or for the videos, the Kidmissing videos, or whatever it may be. I could be incorrect, but I think that's what it does, which helps you not get a zillion notifications, which can be annoying. I finally broke down and got a calendar to keep our schedule. Sometimes the schedule is going to get messed up, but at least I will have a schedule of which shows I'm doing so that I will remember and I won't repeat a show. And so that when I come to you each time, I can tell you what's on tap for the next show. Also, I have feelers out to 2 families for Kidmissing Radio. Still waiting on that. I will update you as soon as I know anything. Like I said, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. It is a gorgeous day. God bless you. And let's get to 100 likes. Yeah, 100 likes. 100 subscribers. Let's say by June. I'm going to give myself a little time. I guess that's it. Have a, like I said, a terrific day. Mask up, MA. Hi guys, I just wanted to come back real quick and show you our scheduling calendar. I don't know if you can read it, but there it is. And of course, it's my favorite creature on Earth, the sloth. There's Amy, there's William, oh, there's Amy.